Hey guys, Sheephead here again with another video from Tera Online. Today I'm going to be answering questions. I'm going to be answering 10 of the most asked questions on my channel. So, as you know, when I post my videos, obviously there's a comment section, and in the comment section I seem to be getting asked the same questions every time. I'm going to make this video and answer those questions. So, let's get down to it. Number 1, the first thing that I'm going to be covering is how to change the UI scale. So everyone knows how to do this obviously because they should have watched my user interface video, and if you want to go more in depth to actually customizing it, then I recommend you click here to go check that out. But most people don't know how to change individual UI elements. So as you can see on screen, all you have to do is simply open up your options. You can do this by clicking the menu bar or pressing O, and you just need to go to UI settings. And as you can see here, this drop down, you click this and it comes up with everything that you can change on its own. So for example here, I changed the quest tracker. I just moved the slider from the left or the right, obviously left to go smaller and right to go bigger, and I click apply. And as you can see, it just changes the element. So moving on to the second one, this is pretty much going to be explaining the LFG tool. So the LFG, looking for group. This might be a little bit outdated by the time the game comes out, because at the moment you use this to basically advertise that you are creating a group. However, at release they are making a looking for dungeon tool, but I thought I'd cover this anyway as people were asking. So all you do is you press Y, which will bring up this looking for group UI element, and here you can see a list of the groups that people already started to make. It also says who the party leader is, where they're going, and obviously how many players in the group. So if you click on this, it will show you the people in the group, and you can also whisper any of them by right clicking on them. If you don't want to join a group and you actually want to start a group, all you need to do is click this create message button here. It will then come up with this little thing where you can type in, for example, looking for group SM or whatever, and you put all your details there, and then you just click confirm. Now that your group's created, you pretty much just sit around and wait for people to whisper you. If they come across your group in the LFR window, you will actually get a request that basically just says, do you wish to invite this player to your group, and you just hit yes. One other thing that you can do is that when you do this, you automatically join the LFR channel, and you can go back to the LFR window by pressing Y and click publicize in the bottom left, which will pretty much spam your message in that chat channel. Number 3 also has something to do with party options, and that's going to be the loot options. So if you click this button here, obviously you have to be the party leader to do this, but you can click on loot options and this will change how items are distributed within your group. So as you can see here, if we click free for all, basically it's going to be a shit fest, and it's the first person to loot the items, which can get kind of annoying because people obviously won't be killing mobs, they'll be trying to get the items. The second option we have, and the default one for when creating a party, is round robin. So basically what this does is behind the scenes, it will let everyone roll for the item, and the person with the highest roll gets the item. It's pretty simple. The only other thing that you can really change is you can make it class specific. So for example, if a sorcerer item drops and you've got one sorcerer in the group, he's going to by default get the item, which is a good thing to have in the game. And the final thing that you can change is the loot threshold. So obviously you don't want to be rolling for greys and stuff, so you can just bypass that by setting it to rare or superior. Moving on to number 4. This one's really original, to be honest. I've never really seen it anywhere else, and it's fucking crazy useful. So for anyone leveling in a group, which you probably should be doing because it gives you, I believe, 20% extra experience, which is just going to be insane when it comes to leveling up. And everyone's been in that situation where you're leveling with a friend and you need to do a kill quest or you need to get some items. So for example, I could have 2 items and he could have 6 items and we both need 10, and you have to keep asking. Well, Tera actually has a built-in user interface object which lets you see how many items or kills the other player has. So as you can see here on screen, all I need to do is click this button, and it tells me that Logical Checkmate has 4 out of 15 and Fungal has 5 out of 15. So yet again, this is just amazing to have, especially with all these proof of kill quests. Okay, so next in line for number 5, we have enigmatic items and identification scrolls. So personally, I fucking hate these things because you get a new item and you can't use it because you're out in the middle of nowhere with no scrolls. Okay, so basically what these are their items with a question mark on. So you can't actually equip them and you can't see their bonus stat. So to fix this, you need to go to a vendor, any merchant is fine, and you need to buy this scroll. So as you can see here on screen, I've just bought an enigmatic common identification scroll, which is fucking hard to say. And simply, once I got it in my inventory, I just right click it and then right click on the item that I want to identify. So once this happens, you can see on screen the item pops up and it shows me the 3 bonus stats. So a lot of people actually get confused about this and they don't understand how to unlock these. But basically the 3, 6 and 9 relates to enchanting level. So obviously if I enchant this item to +3, I'll get the first one, +6 I'll get the second one, and obviously +9 I'll get the last one. So number 6 is to do with the Brokerage, which is pretty much the auction house in Tera. And this confused the fuck out of me when I first used it. I had no idea what I was doing. And I couldn't actually find the items which I just bought on the auction house. I was looking around for, like, in my inventory to see if it moved it directly to there. But the way that it works is that, as you can see on screen, once you've bought an item in the auction house, or I should say the Brokerage, there is a tab at the top, Brokered Purchases. Once you click this, you can see a list of the items that you've just bought, and all you do is you click on the item and then click collect. So hopefully it'll save you guys running around like a madman trying to fucking find out where your money's gone. Up next we have number 7, which is something that I thought was actually in the quest, but obviously some people either skip this quest or I just made it up. But that is actually expanding your inventory. So it actually costs quite a lot to do this, but people wanted to know, so either way, here we go. All you need to do is head to where you bank your items, and you will see this little purporty guy here, the inventory manager. All you do is simply click on him, and he will ask you if you want to expand your inventory. As I said, this gets quite expensive. It starts off at about 30,000, but where I am now, it's actually 800k. So I'll be staying away from that for a bit. So number 8, I'm actually going to show you how to preview your items. So simply all you need to do is control right click on item. As you can see, it will then zoom into your character and it will give you the option to 1, remove the interface, 2, spin your character left and right, and 3, move in forward or backwards. So number 9 is actually the most important, I'd say, and it's the most useful, especially from when leveling in a group. So basically this feature is called point of interest. As you can see here on screen, basically what you do is, if I need to meet someone at a specific location, or someone in guilds asking where the mobs are for a quest, simply all I do is I bring up my map, I open up guild chat, and I shift left click, and what this is going to do is going to mark that location on the map and turn it into a linkable item. So as you can see here, I've actually linked it in /s, which is say, and when anyone clicks this, it will actually bring up their map with the marked location. And this is just something which I really like in the game. So finally we're at number 10, and basically I'm going to show you how to remove your user interface. So if you want to take pictures of the lovely scenery within Tera Online, or you want to take a picture of your character, this is very useful. So simply there are 2 grades of this. You need to just press Ctrl+Z, which will firstly remove the user interface, and then if you push it one more time, it will actually put you in first person view, which is just amazing for looking around at the scenery, taking screenshots, recording videos. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching this video guys. I hope you enjoyed it or learnt something. If you're interested in more Tera guides, then head to my channel to actually have a look at more of them, and I'll be putting up a lot more soon. Thanks a lot guys.